Today I'm going to teach you how to upcycle your old denim shirt. What you're going to need is a hook. I used a 4.5 millimeter hook, but you can use a 4.5, a 5 depending with the weight of your yarn. I have a scissors, and you'll also need a tape measure. To start off, you will need the measurements of the denim shirt. The measurements you will need is the shoulder to shoulder measurements. My client's shirt is about 19 inches. You'll also need to take the measurements of the arm from the shoulder to the calf. My client's measurement is about 23. And you'll also need to take the measurements shoulder to the waist. And as you can see, my client's shirt is about 27. About 27, 28. So you need to write those down. To upcycle that shirt, this is what we are looking for. You'll need the back panel. This is the back panel. You will also need the front panel that fits here, if you get the vision. So these are two front panels. Then you will need the arm panel. So this is how we are going to make the denim. We will create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will create a total of 5 panels, and I'm going to use a half double crochet. Okay, so as you've seen the measurements, between here to here is about 22 centimeters. From here to here, it's about, I'll go with 28 centimeters. From here to here, 24 centimeters, like that. And we're going to use a half double crochet for all these panels. Then after you create the back panel, the two front panels, and the arm panels, we are going to connect them together using a single crochet. So let us start on that. As you can see, I've already made the top. So what you're going to do is I'm going to show you using a dummy, but I already have my panels. So let us start the half double crochet. What you're going to do is we'll start with a slip stitch, like so, and then we'll start with the foundation chain. For my client's shirt, it took about 150 chains. So this is, I will not do the 150, but I'll show you the foundation chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do a foundation chain of 10, and then I'll do 2 chains. This do not count as a the stitches. These are just the turning chains. So in the place where I have done the 10 foundation chains, you are going to do a foundation chain that is as long as the length from the shoulder to the waist, down up like that, as opposed to the across. Okay, you're going to do a foundation chain for going down, that is the length of the shoulder to the waist. You'll do a foundation chain of whatever length that is you're going for. So the last two chains are the turning chains. So this is how you do your half double crochet. You yarn over, skip the two chains that you've done, those are the turning chains, and then you go to the third chain from your hook. I'm working with a foundation chain of 8, so I should have half double. I'm working with a foundation chain of 8, so I should have 10 half double crochet. So that is 1, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are 10 half double crochet. After you have the half double crochet, that is the length of your shirt, you want to, this is row 1, you want to chain 2, then turn your work and continue with the half double crochet. I'll do this second row to get, let us do this second row together. So you're going to yarn over, and because I want a ribbing detail, instead over, and then you go to the third chain from your hook and go to the back loop. Now you have three loops, sorry, then yarn over, then continue with your half, that is a half double crochet, so continue with your half double crochet. So the structure of this panel will be, as you go back and forth, you will have the same number of chains. So if you started with a foundation chain of 150, 180, more or less, depending with the structure, depending with the yarn and the size of your shirt, you will have the same. You'll have the same number as you continue working on your back panel. Okay. So in my case, I'm going to have 10 half double crochet. Then I chain 2, turn my project. So this is row 3. I'm starting on row 3. You chain 2. Anytime you start a new row, you chain 2. Now, when I lay when I lay this panel down like this, you start seeing the vision. Yeah, you will crochet up and down, up and down, up and down until you have the length, this 22 centimeters. For my client, For my client, this needed to be, the length needed to be 28 and then the width 27. Okay, so as you continue working on this project, when you do your measurements like this, because this is from the shoulder to the waist, when you do this, for my client it's supposed to be 28 centimeters. Yours will be the length will be whatever the length is. Yeah, then as you continue crocheting up and down, this should be 22 for my client. This is the shoulder to shoulder length. So you will measure your own you will measure the length of your shirt from shoulder to shoulder, and then you'll continue going up and down until you have the number of rows that is required, until you have the length that is required. For my client, it's going to be 22 centimeters. So we are going to work this same half double crochet. All the panels in this project are identical. So the back panel will have, for my client, the back panel will have 28 centimeters, then 22 centimeters for the back panel. Then we'll have the same for both the front panels. What I'm going to do is, for the front panel, I'm going to, since I intend to put the denim in the middle of this, I'm going to remove 2 inches. So we are still going to make 2 identical. So while the back panel has the length of 28 inches, sorry, and the width of 22 inches, the front panel will have still the length of 28 inches, because they need to be the same length when you do the attachment. And then you're going to have the width minus 2 inches. So we're going to have 20 inches here, and we're going to have 20 inches here. The reason I'm subtracting these 2 inches is because of this lining of the denim. I want it, I'm making an assumption that it's going to take 1 inch, and even if it doesn't, the yarn sort of pulls, the yarn is stretchy, so it's going to be okay. So we are going to make identical panels for the back panel, for the front panels, and even for the arms. Okay, so I'm going to and for the arm panel, you're still going to do the same thing. You're going to take the length, and then you're also going to check the width. For example, when you measure the width like so, and find that it is 4 inches, you're going to multiply that by 2. So I'm going to meet you once I have my, I'm going to show you how we are going to do the attachments. Okay, we are done with all the panels. So now I'm going to show you how to do an attachment. So you need to align your work so that the straight part here is aligned to the top part of the project. You're going to arrange your project so that the flat part, this is the top of the project, is aligned with the flat part of the front panel. So the idea here is to ensure that now you're working on the wrong side of the project. Pass your needle on the corner, in the corner of both pass your needle on both corners of your panel, and then pull a yarn. I will make a knot here to ensure that the yarn is really secured. Then I'm going to attach both panels using a single crochet. I do one chain, and then in every corner I do a single crochet. So that is, and I do this weaving in the ends, trying to weave in the ends. So I pull a yarn. Now there are 2 loops, then I yarn over again. One thing I should mention is when upcycling your denim shirt, what you want to do is cut out the parts that you want. So this is the cuff, the one that looked like this. So you cut out this part, following the hem, from up here down, then the circle. Then you also want to cut this part straight up the collar, then the rest of this part. Okay, so now you'll have something like a U-shaped. So when you attach that part to the project that you've made, the crochet project that you've made, you will have something like this. This is how you want to attach, you see, straight. So what I wanted to mention is when you look at this front panel, when attaching the collar, you need to divide, let's say, this front panel into 2. So this will attach to the shoulder. You see, this is from the shoulder to the shoulder. Then the other half will attach to the collar, and you will do the same with this other panel. I had to redo this so many times because I kept getting it wrong, and I wouldn't want you to do the same. So ensure in this part, this is the shoulder to the top of your back panel, you divide it by 2, so that half of it is attached to the back panel, then the other half is attached to the collar, so that it cascades down like so. You see? So I thought I should mention that. When attaching your front panel to the back panel, you divide your front panels to 2, so that half of it is attached to the back panel, then the other half is attached to the collar. Then so I'll use the same strategy for attaching the sides of this project. I'm gonna bring these two edges together, do it on both ends, pull in and secure. So you want to chain one and continue with the single crochet on every chain, like so. Take the needle under both panels, pull a yarn, you have 2 chains, then yarn through. So you continue with the single crochet throughout the side. I'll meet you at the end. Once you're done attaching, you chain one and you cut. Ensure you fasten the end correctly. So now we're going to attach the hands. My idea is to stretch out this panel in a way that fits throughout here. So the single crochet will not be perfect. The stitches will not be even, but they're going to ensure that this one is attached securely. So folding the panel into 2, align this, you want to align this part with this part, then go round. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. So I've decided to, the distance here, I would like to take a small distance like so, like go directly to the next chain, and on the hole, instead of going to the next chain, I'll skip like 1 or 2, then yarn. So this one, this way, it ensures that the hand panel, the arm panel, and the hole align. I hope that makes sense. So you continue doing your single crochets, just eyeballing your project and ensuring that the stitches are evenly distributed. Okay, I'll meet you in I'm towards the end. What I meant is when you compare the length of the armhole with the wrist, this is a little bit smaller, and since we made a panel that is rectangle, this part is where we are eyeballing on the holes, okay, so that we can get this shape, a sort of a decrease, because this one is a little bit stretched. So just go to the end of the one side, and as you can see, the end matches with the middle of the whole panel. So I'll do a single crochet, then I will pull this. I'll pull this other end of the panel, and attach them together. So now I'll put my needle on the very corner of this panel, then I'll align it with the middle of this side and still continue with the single crochet like so. And I'll continue with the pattern, aligning this one and this, and the front the arm panel with the hole, and do a single crochet. And I'm still eyeballing, ensuring that this one, the arm panel, I do the next chain, but for the hole I do a little bit of a spacing to ensure that it all works out. So I'll put like there, then I'll jump one and go to the next one like so. Have 2 loops, then do a single crochet like that. And I'll ensure that I'm distributing the chains as evenly as possible. So you continue. I'll meet you once we are about to finish. I'm about to finish, and as usual, you do a single crochet on both panels. This is the final one. And then you do a chain. Then you cut. If you want, you can weave in the ends right now, or you could do them later. But this is how I weave my ends. I weaved in my ends, sorry. We're still going to use a single crochet to attach this side. Because this is a customized order, I have decided I'll do a different thing with the hand. So instead of attaching my yarn here, I have removed. I will attach the panel from here, and I'll show you later why I have changed my mind on starting from here. So if you're doing exactly like me, then chain one, you probably want to leave this out, then I'll show you what you're going to do. But if you're not following exactly what I'm doing, you can just weave in from the end, and then you can start your customization, your denim customization from here. But I would like to start mine from the panel. I'll show you what to do. So like I'd shown you before, you'll continue with your single crochet while you're weaving in the ends. So I'll meet you once I am done. Okay, yeah, let's meet at the end. So I'm about to finish. This is how I'm finishing. Doing a single crochet in every chain. I'm gonna chain one. Then you cut off. So you're going to repeat what you've done here to the other side here. Then I'm going to show you how we are going to add denim to the top. Okay, yeah, I finished both ends of the hand, as you can see, and I've also gone ahead and implemented the idea I had for this hand. So the reason why I changed my mind and put a space here was because I wanted the denim, I wanted to customize the denim from the hand as opposed to just the scarf. So let me turn so that you can see what we are working with. See, having left the space here, it gives a beautiful more customized finish to the look. So I will show you how I have achieved this look. Yeah, so you start by ensuring that you're working on the wrong side. You can see this is the wrong side, and you also turn this scarf to the wrong side. So ideally this is how it will, this is the front side, you see. So now you turn it like so. Yeah, like so. Then you want to align this open part with this part. Okay, so I'll start from here going around. You want to line this open part with this part, so I'll start from here as you work around. So you can use a darning needle, but I'm using the normal needle, the long one, and I have separated this yarn, the yarn I was using in this sweater, to get about 2-3 strands. I'm not sure, but you can see. Yes, so working on the wrong side, you want to hold your end like this. Then ensuring this cut, I haven't done a knit work, but I'm going to cut it off or undo it or sew it in, depending with what how the project will unravel. So You see at this very corner, you want to align this very corner with this corner. And I'm going to work with hemming stitches. I know this thread is a little bit small, but it's okay. As I go around the project, I'll just thread in a new one. Okay, so you tie a knot to secure, then you pull. Then this is how you do a hemming stitch. You bring the thread in front of the denim, then choose a nice interval, something that is not so small but again not so large. Yeah, and then you pull, and as you pull you can weave in the ends. So the idea here is to follow through this part, because this part is what was attached to the rest of the coat. So looking for a nice interval, and then because as usual this one was a little bit bigger than the other one, than this one, you ensure your intervals are you eyeball the intervals. Yeah, when you look at this one, it has it's sort of folding, it's not tightly knit, it's not tightly hemmed to this sleeve. So this one is the one that is so straight, and this one has sort of a bulge. I chose this purposely. I chose this pattern and this sizing purposely because I want it to have a cozy finish or a cozy look when the client is wearing the top stroker sweater. So the denim will give it a casual look, but then the sweater will give it the warm look that we ultimately look for in sweaters. So we continue with the hemming stitches all around. And for the heads up, I'll be using a hemming stitch for all the parts that I am attaching to the I'm going to use hemming stitches to every part that I'm attaching a denim to the project, to the crochet project. I had thought about using the sewing machine, but then I realized that it wasn't going to be easy. But if you have a bigger handheld sewing machine, I think you can. I just felt like this using this needle is giving me more control and more precision on where to place the stitches. And as you can see, it came out so neat. I am impressed. So whichever technique you use, kindly tag me, kindly comment, let me know. Let me also see what you have. I would also love to learn from you. Okay, so this is how a hemming stitch looks like. I'll continue all this way round, and I'll do the same for both the collar, but I'll show you once I start working on it. Okay, so continue with the hemming stitch all around, then I'll meet you when I'm about to complete. Yeah, so I'm about to finish, and there's nothing too crazy that I'm doing, just doing the hemming stitches. This is how it's looking. And like I said, I'll do the hemming stitches all around. Ensure you secure the stitches tightly so that it gives a neater finishing on the right side of the project. So when you reach the end, you want to tie a knot. As close as possible to the project. Then weave in the ends as usual, like you'll do to a normal crochet project. The idea is to ensure that the stitches does not run. Once you're done, you can cut it off. And when you turn over your work, this is what you have. You see how neat that is? Yeah, that's why I prefer the hemming stitch. And then you just close it like any other normal denim top. Look at that. This is beautiful work. So repeat the process with the collar. I'll show you how. When I cut out the collar, I did not cut it separate of the buttonholes. So this is what I cut. It sort of looks like a U. Okay, when you look at it, it sort of looks like a U. So I intend to use the same hemming stitches to sew the denim on the sweater or on the project. So still working on the wrong side. So this is the inside part of the project is out, so the inside out. So I'll start with the very bottom, go up across the collar, then finish it at the end, like so. Yeah, start, go up, sew in the collar, then go around to the bottom. So we'll start the sewing from here. So as usual, you want to tie, okay. So as usual, you want to check the corner of the denim and attach it to the corner of the denim. So ensure you align it so well. Like so. And tie a knot. And continue with your hemming stitches. I cut in an extra layer of material which is not exactly necessary. Yeah, so ensure that the spacing you have on your denim is regular. And since I tried to make the project on the button side almost equivalent to the denim, I don't think I'll eyeball it so much. But yeah, you have to ensure it aligns well so that the project is neat on the right side. So pass your thread first of all through the denim, tighten it, and then go, I'm very focused on yarning just the two loops. So this will bring the two loops up. Then you secure it. So continue with your hemming stitches until you go all round. I'll meet you once I'm at the collar, show you how I'll do mine, and then you can finish the project. We can continue from there. Okay, I tried to make this top as close to the denim as it was before. So as you can see, so as you can see, it had these buttons attached to the back, so I did the attachment. It also had this button attached to it and this, so I did all this attachment. Also my client wanted this polo brand to remain, so cut it out from the denim shirt here. Then using a fabric glue, this is what I had as the fabric glue. I did the attachment here. and it's stuck beautifully. So when you look at this side, all through this part, I used a hemming stitch to do the attachment of the crochet and the denim. And you want to do this up till the cuffs. Let me open this so that you can get a clearer view. You use the hemming stitch to attach the denim into your project, and this is how it looks on the inside. This is how it looks on the outside. So on the arm panel, you see why I didn't close it completely, because this is the vision I wanted for the upscaling, and you want to do that on both ends. So that is how you upcycle a denim shirt. I hope yours comes out as beautifully as happy crocheting, happy upcycling old clothes. And please consider subscribing. Thank you.
Or else I'd be right here with you.